this is Sartin Romalian, barrister at law. I am also an advocate at Supreme Court of Bangladesh. I am the junior partner at Bangladesh Consulting, which is a sister concern of Fox Mondol Associates. Today I am going to discuss about the agro business in Bangladesh. The term agro is extremely broad and lacks a proper definition. It is inclusive a lot of different kind of businesses. Agro business is the business of agricultural production. Even though the essence of agriculture has been changed quite a lot over the last 2 decades, the focus remains the same. Whether it is rice on paddy fields or growing fruits and vegetables, the knowledge, techniques and the structure of the business have expanded rapidly. There are certain licenses and registration requirements for agro business. As everything is more digitalized and farmers are being brought more under surveillance by the government, the requirements for licenses and registrations have increased. First, I am going to discuss about the fertilizer. Fertilizer is an essential product in the agriculture industry. The production and distribution of fertilizer cannot be done without the required registration as mentioned in the Fertilizer Management Act 2006. There are several prescribed forms under the Fertilizer Management Rules 2007 for production of fertilizer, import of fertilizer, collection, marketing, transportation and selling of fertilizer. When the forms are submitted, there are other documents such as scheme of the investment, necessary test results documents, and you also need trade license, tax identification number, VAT registration certificate, and all these documents must be submitted to the Department of Agricultural Extension. Now I am going to discuss about the seeds, which is also an agricultural product. As per the Seed Act 2018, any person willing to be the dealer of seeds, he cannot do the business without the requisite registration from the Seed Certification Agency. The application shall be done as per the prescribed rule and the registration requirements which has been mentioned in the Seed Rules 1998. The registration for seed dealership also requires trade license, TIN and VAT registration certificate as prerequisites. The concept of plant quarantine has been introduced to make sure that there is no pest infestation or spread of disease while the international trafficking of plants. For quarantine of plants, the main requirements is the registration of import and export, but this is not covered exclusively by the General Import Registration Certificate or Export Registration Certificate used in Bangladesh. The importer must also apply to the National Plant Quarantine Authority to obtain necessary license for import of plants or plant products as prescribed by the Plant Quarantine Rules 2018. Now I am going to discuss about the pesticides. Pesticides have become necessity in agriculture, from paddy to fruits and vegetables. All sorts of crops require some sort of pesticides to protect it from insects. For the import, production, reproduction, packaging and repackaging of a pesticide, the brand of the pesticide has to be registered under the Pesticides Act 2018. A license must be obtained from the Department of Agricultural Extension for the commercial marketing, sale and advertisement of the pesticides along with import, production, packaging, etc. as prescribed by the Pesticide Rules 1985. Labor issues are quite common in this industry. Labor issues can range from wages and leaves of the workers, unfair dismissal, termination benefits, trade unions and its activities, health and safety of the workers, etc. Accidents can occur at factories and the proper compensation to be paid for such accidents often become the central legal issue. These issues are well addressed in the Bangladesh Labour Act 2006. The Agricultural Labour Minimum Wages Ordinance 1984 fixes minimum rates of wages for agricultural workers. With regards to fertilizer, persisting legal issues are mainly with fertilizers which can be polluting the environment, misbranding of the fertilizer or adulteration of the fertilizer, etc. There are penalties in place if an entity is found responsible for these legal situations under the Fertilizer Management Act 2006. Similarly, for seeds, the legal issues mainly start from the certification of the seeds. Seeds cannot be imported or exported If the proper certification with regards to the quality of the seeds cannot be determined under the Seed Act 2018, if anyone stops an inspector from carrying out his activities or duties as per the laws of Bangladesh regarding these matters, he or she can be punished for the same. For pesticides, the legal issues arise with mislabeling the pesticides or use of pesticides which has not been approved by the government, or reduce the quality of the approved product, or cause adulteration under the Pesticides Act 2018. Also, another very important matter is warranty of the pesticide, which the manufacturer must provide properly to the dealer. If anyone willingly misleads or causes hindrance to the inspector in executing his government duties, he or she shall be considered of committing a crime under the Pesticides Act 2018. Bangladesh is a country where 100% foreign investment is allowed, except for some controlled sectors. In the agricultural sector, such investments are allowed. That means 100% foreign investments is allowed in agriculture sector. Thereby, foreign entities can enter the industry and make investment as they see fit. They can incorporate a company under the company house or set up a branch office as necessary through the Bangladesh Investment Development Authority and registered with RJC as appropriate. If you have any query, then you may contact with us. You may contact Bangladesh Consulting, and that's all for today. Thank you.